And we are live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stolen Fires. I'm your game master, Mike Leader, and we're here to play some Fringeworthy back from our extended break over the holiday and a bunch of other things. So, this is a role-playing game about traveling to an infinite number of Earths on a quest to save humanity. So, first, let's introduce our players and their characters: Leslie, Bob, Jill, and Jim. Let's talk about you and your player and your characters.
I'm Leslie. I am playing Captain Cassidy Wagner, who is a former Air Force cargo pilot and is now training to be an astronaut, but instead has decided to go through these little magical gates instead.
Yeah, I'm Bob, and I play Chewy, the car thief turned truck mechanic and flamethrower aficionado.
Yes, barbecue time.
I'm Jill. I play Yuki Nakamura, who is our local historian, and she has figured out where the burrito goes.
Even not as a euphemism, that's good. Uh,
Oh, wow, wow.
I'm Jim. I'll be playing Eric, your attorney slash naval Navy lieutenant in the reserve, and also seems to be soaking up a lot of damage for the group, which is good because he's a big guy.
All right. So, our hapless crew, and let's do a little reminder for our viewers. The setting of Fringeworthy is about teams of humans from an Earth just like ours from 2008 that has discovered portals that only 1 millionth of humanity can see. Five, was it five, 0.0005% of humanity can see. So not that many. And these portals lead to millions of pathways to millions of other versions of Earth. Our team is the fourth team out. They've rescued the remnants of the third team, and they're trying to complete their mission to find something to help save people on Earth. They found some small things, but they're on to something really big right now. And we're going to let Chewy get into explaining that. So, Bob, why don't you let Chewy kind of kick off, recap our last session? Now, before we get started on that, we did lose a lot of our data for last session, so we're going to be kind of ham-fisting this. So I'll trust Bob to make it all work out.
Yeah, so we rescued Gerald from the cats who that he was a traitor, and we convinced him that like the best thing for him was to go with us because then he's going to learn more stuff. And so we took him with us, and then we went back home. And we decided we wanted to go back to the racetrack, and but there's monsters at the racetrack, so we got loaded up with a whole bunch of guns and a flamethrower, and we went back to the racetrack, and we went through the gate and we burned all the little critters down, every single last one of them. And Gerald helped; he ate a couple of them, which is pretty good for him. And then once we cleared them all out and got rid of all the goo, then we went in and we investigated more of the cool little barracks place. And what we found is that we found the food, the fancy food, that it isn't really all that fancy. It's just kind of gruel once you get it out of the place. But when you're in there, it looks really good. Look like tacos. Tacos are delicious. And so we played around for a little while and we finally found the maintenance hatch and we were able to open up the maintenance and we were able to get inside. And then we wandered around the tunnels for a little while. We were kind of lost, but then we found like a map, and the map would tell us where to go. And the map told us all kinds of stuff. Like he told us that all the ingredients for the food come from like a whole nother planet, like a dozen different portals away from us, which is a really long way. So like that's a long ways to drive the truck just to get some food. But the food's supposed to be really good, and really good for you. So we should probably maybe look into that. But then the very last minute, we found the receptacle for the magic burrito. But the burrito's not here with us.
Our burritos
Bum
on
bum
another planet.
bum.
I left the burrito on Earth. I thought some of those Earth science guys would tell us about it.
To be fair, I've been rolling percentages to figure anything out about it since you left it at home, and they've just done a really shitty job. We keep poking it, it does nothing. It just, it sits in my pocket. It's kind of warm. I
It
fell
should be
asleep on
our
it. Didn't do anything in my head.
emotional support burrito.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't just go poking it. You gotta rub it a little bit first, man.
I always gonna rub the burrito to get its love.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell my girlfriend.
Ah, all right.
Oh man.
So when we left off, you had found that piece of device. Well, Yuki had figured out that this was kind of shaped and a certain way and described it to Cassidy, who realized it's the burrito shaped. And
We gotta go back to Earth and get the burrito.
We do.
And maybe also get a real burrito.
Ooh,
Do they
burritos are
have
delicious.
burritos there? That's the important question.
They have
Alright.
Antarctic burritos.
Yeah, how good are burritos in Antarctica?
hey, they're the military. They can make it happen. It may not be the best, but it'll happen. Potable food on the go? How can anyone not have that regular?
It's gonna be dehydrated pinto beans, rehydrated, dehydrated pinto beans, and
I mean, honestly, the world would be a better
minute
place.
rice.
The world would be a better place if we had MRE burritos.
I do
Could
not
you
want to try
imagine?
MRE burritos at all. No desire.
They're MRE tacos. They're supposed to be pretty okay.
Yeah.
Some of the MREs are actually kind of tasty.
Yeah, a lot of them have tortillas in them.
It's all possible. We knew it. All right. So when we come back to the group, they're standing there. You're actually standing looking at the device saying, oh, my burrito's on another planet. And so what is the plan?
I mean, we finally found what to use a burrito for, so we should go and get it. Obviously, it was important. Like, it had a whole planet devoted to it. Like, there was a whole machine and like a facility on a volcano world. Why else would they put it there unless it was important? We've known it was going to be important, but we didn't know where. So, get in the truck. It's not that far. It's just a couple portals away. It's not like we're going to like the 65 portals that it wanted us to go to get to find the blue flowers that we make to make the food.
Yeah, and I actually
Yeah.
appreciate some medical attention since I'm still kind of bleeding.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Here, just put some bag balm on it.
Oh, that
There.
hasn't happened yet. There you go.
There, it's all better. We'll wrap it up in some vet wrap. Perfect.
That's great that your healer is a country bumpkin who likes bag balm. That's great. All right, so you guys have spend your time getting all the way back through the machinery. The map actually shows you the best way to get back to that platform where the discs were to let you into the specialized, digitized places. So it's not that hard to find the hidden ladder that actually need to be let down. And you're able to get back up to the platform and onto the racetrack again, where they're all just white goo still out there everywhere.
Did we take a sample?
If you want,
Yeah, I'll take a sample. I mean, I got the sample still, especially if we're going to go back. I mean, I also have something to show for it.
yeah, just puddles of goo are there. The things that caught fire have caught fire. Most of it is mostly metal, so that's anything else you want to take from the racetrack while you're here.
Did we bring back a tool to them before? I can't remember.
You didn't drop it off. Not on my
Okay.
list.
I mean,
Well-
could we get one of these little cars?
You can
I
push
mean,
it
I'll
through the
help you
gate.
push it to the portal.
Yeah, like we could drag one of these cars back. Like it's got like electric motors and stuff in it that probably be useful.
Yeah. I mean, any kind of analysis would be useful. If we can take one back, I'm all for it.
I mean, it's got we should because even without the motors, it's got wireless power transfer, which is also pretty unique and neat. Like even if it requires a track, like there's other uses for that.
Well, it might lend some light onto how those metal surfaces on the floor function.
Mm-hmm.
And that might actually lead to a way for us to be able to travel from that one portal that immediately electrocuted me as soon as I saw.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Hell, I'll take the car, man. I'll drive the car down those roads and just put finger it. Just you guys.
You could do that if you wanted to.
So is that the consensus? We go grab our burrito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to take one of the cars before you leave.
Yeah. The car that we put back together.
All right, it's going to take all four of you to push that through the
All right.
through the gate, just because it's heavy. It doesn't really have wheels.
Yeah. We can use the Humvee to push it through the gate, maybe.
That's right.
But-
You pull the vehicles through. That's right. You don't have to put
But
it.
here's what I'm thinking of. What if I wonder if this car will work on the gate roads. Like maybe those will power it. Then we have like a super fast car to get around. It'd be really sweet if this thing worked through the gate portals on the roads. Then we could get all over the place really fast.
Yeah, we can mount a couple of machine guns on that bad boy.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna order some really really good cat food too. I want to treat our new allies.
Okay, so it's going to take us all of you to really move that vehicle to the truck, and it's incredibly
Move
heavy. So
that
getting it into
back.
the back of the truck will be difficult. So how do you want to manage that? Because you have to
We've
lift it,
got
5 feet off the ground.
Or
a
can we just
winch,
tie
don't
it,
Yeah.
we?
the winch to it and just
Mm.
pull it?
Well, your winch is on the front of the truck.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of like putting it under the truck and going out the back? I've done that.
Yeah.
That's fine. You want to do it that way? It's great.
You just tow it. I'm just saying it'd be a lot easier to tow it because it has wheels.
Would it fit in the pickup? Can we put it in the back of the pickup?
We took the
Yeah, but you
pickup
have to
back
lift
last
it up
game.
there.
Oh yeah, we don't have
You don't
that.
have the pickup anymore.
Oh, we don't have the pickup?
No,
Yeah, I
you
see.
don't have the Humvee and
It's
the.
got wheels. We can tow it. We're not going very fast. But I do want to test it on the fringe road and see if it works there because that'd be really
Yeah,
sweet.
let's just hook it up and tow it through the portal and then look at it there.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you guys hook it to the back of the truck. You tow it through. You when you get down onto the platform, you feel resistance as the truck pulls forward. That wasn't there before.
Oh no, it got heavier.
So once the car gets through the gate onto the portal, it becomes heavier?
Well, if you go back and when you go back and look at it, um, it's not that it's heavier, is that it looks like it's locked up and you're dragging it on the
But the wheels
platform.
no longer
It's
turn.
like the locks when you're going the grocery cart and you take it too far from the store.
Oh,
Yes.
do they not want us to take the car through the gate? Is that the
Probably not.
Well, the
okay?
thing might have a safety mechanism. Who knows?
Yeah, I want to see if I can deactivate the safety mechanism.
All right, man, you have to make me some mechanic rolls.
All right.
Oh no,
I know that's so hard for
not,
Chewy.
not, not those hard rolls for Chewie.
Well, it is a hard roll since the
Well,
technology he doesn't quite
I
understand.
rolled a 10 and a 2.
Oh, geez.
Um, I'm getting good at this.
I will go ahead and repeat myself. Oh,
So
oh no.
28 minus 18. Sure. You can figure out the basics of it's yes, everything locked up the second you brought it through the gateway. And so fiddling with it, you'll need to put power back into it to get it to unlock.
All
But
right, so
you're guessing that going through the portal may have locked it up.
oh,
Because
interesting.
the battery died.
Yeah, it
Is
does
there
not.
any obvious terminals for charging?
Oh, when we put it through the gate, it killed the battery, and that I see.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
We got to put it in neutral so we could
Yeah,
tow it.
yeah. I wonder if there's a neutral, or if. Well, I mean, that kind of tells us that it doesn't work with the gates, which is what I was hoping. Hmm.
But if we can put a little bit more charge into it, maybe hook it up to one of the car's alternators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Fire up the diesel generator and then charge it up.
It has a hard time charging from the diesel generator. It's not what it's used to charging from, so you're really kind of just trying to force power into the battery that's not compatible.
Mhm.
It's pulling power, but it's like very slow.
Hmm.
It's like charging an iPad with the USB-B.
Well, how big of a hurry are we in?
Not a huge hurry, other than medical
How
attention.
many days were left on my burrito? Like
Uh,
140?
no, it was 41.
41. They've got 41 days left on the burrito. And then we'll have to go to the volcano and get a new burrito.
Would it be faster for us to go to the volcano and see if we can get a new burrito?
Oh no, she's referencing the time on the burrito,
Yeah, but
the burrito maker.
Yeah.
Distance-wise, would it be easier for us to go to the burrito maker and perhaps extract another burrito, or go all the way back home and extract and get that burrito?
I think the
I
number is when the burrito maker makes another burrito,
yeah.
not when the
So we don't
current
wanna
burrito
wait that long.
expires.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, it could be both. It could potentially be both. But
Could be.
Well, it could be that it generates another burrito once the other burrito is done doing burrito stuff.
Could be.
Could be a countdown to explosion.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that'd be interesting. Sure.
I hope a burrito doesn't explode. I'd be sad. I wonder if it has guacamole in it.
Does that make the explosion bigger if it does have guacamole in it?
Makes a
Makes
mess here.
Yeah,
It
makes
certainly makes the burrito better, but I mean, seriously, the Hollenbeck, which is my favorite burrito from Ray's El Tepeyac, has a shitload of guacamole. It's okay.
See, and no, this burrito has lava in it. Do you know it's already spicy?
Hmm.
It doesn't need
It's a
any guac.
it's a flaming hot burrito.
Guaranteed to cause indigestion.
Mm.
Once. Only once.
Only once.
Well, then after that, you're immune to it. It's fine.
Yeah, you just won't digest anymore, really.
Yeah.
You're really immune to it. You're not immune to a lot of things. You're not immune to death. But, hey.
That would be handy, though. If you figure that one out, let me know.
Okay, so Bob, just make one more roll for Chewie to see if he can get everything charged up properly so you can tow the vehicle.
Oh, I only rolled a 2 that time. I think that gives me an 18.
It's gonna take. You're guessing it's taking about 5 or 6 hours to charge this thing up to where it'll actually unlock all the mechanics you need to actually put it in a form of neutral.
All right, folks. We okay with sitting here for a couple hours, or are we in a hurry?
Like I said, I don't think we're in a hurry, but let's be vigilant since we now know this area is not perfectly safe. So just keep an eye out.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
There are what 7 other warps you haven't gone through.
Yep. There sure
They're
are.
just right there. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yep.
We can do the sneak and peek on the rest of them like we did before.
I do love me a sneak and peek.
I'm a fan, personally.
All right.
I guess.
Poor Chewie. No, I don't want to do it. No.
I mean, I got a race car.
Hey, dude, Chewy, if you want to keep your eye on the race car, pick one other person, keep them as lookout, and the other two will go in to the other portals. We don't have to do this together.
All right. Who wants to stay with me?
I'll stay with you.
All right.
Okay.
When you inevitably get stuck and we have to come and rescue you.
We'll hang out with Gerald.
Yeah, I'm just saying Gerald's out here, so at least they have one voice of reason. So
Yeah, I'm the voice of reason. This is good.
no,
So
it's the best we got, buddy. I appreciate you, pal.
so the racetrack was Portal 1?
Yes, sir.
I think Bob has that marked on his map.
Let me see.
I had-
Oily Junkyard is Portal 1.
My bestest boy. You my bestest boy.
All
All right.
That's want to play
No.
today.
Who is going to go and who is going to stay?
I think Eric and Cassidy are going to check out a portal.
I believe so, yes.
All right. Well, let's see. Rather than assigning our numbers, I have a total of 8, and I usually roll a d8, see which one it is.
Sounds good.
Okay,
More fun for
Sounds-
me.
sure.
All right.
Just
So you
as
two.
long as we remember which one's which.
Okay. So number 2. Mark that here. I'm making notes of what they are. So, and I'm sure Bob has got his. So you guys both go through at the same time, and you get pulled through the gateway, which you guys are really used to now. You wouldn't think you used to something like that, but it feels natural, like you were meant to do this. So you walk out, and it's this little clearing, and there, as you look around, there are thousands, and all the eye can see, of trees, all with fruit on them. But you're in a clearing, somewhat in the middle of all these trees.
Does
I
the fruit
take some of the fruit and put it in a sample bag
Okay, walk over to the tree, and you look up, and they look
with
just
gloves
like
on.
they look just like red apples.
Okay.
Oh, red delicious. Gross. Oh,
Well, they're just red apples. Don't be so judgy.
Granny steals for nothing. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I just pluck one off that looks ripe and put it in a baggie and seal it.
All right, Cassidy, while he's doing that, would you roll me a d10? Or
Hey, boop, boop. Oh, find myself here. Dice tray. I rolled a 6.
okay. While he's doing that, you're just looking at the tree too, and you realize there are these long gashes in the tree, and it looks like some of the branches have been damaged.
Oh no, are these the trees like in Wizard of Oz that will throw their apples at you?
No, they look like they're damaged.
Oh, okay.
Something
Does
has
it look
damaged the wood.
like a bear or a mountain
Something like that.
lion? We
But
should get out
as you're
of
looking around, there are trees like this as far as the eye can see. And as you walk under that tree, you realize about maybe 200 yards away, it looks like a machine leaned up against one of the trees, kind of a boxy looking machine.
Eric, do you see that thing over there?
Hmm.
Should we go look at it?
Yeah, no. Not just by ourselves.
Should we
If we
take
do,
should we take a couple apples? More than one
I'm
apple?
taking some proof some samples to take with us, but if there's anything that looks active, I recommend going back and securing the rest of the team.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bear here. Or a mountain lion.
Or something worse. Okay,
Yeah.
enough samples. Next door.
Something with claws.
Whatever clawed
But
it
big
though,
one.
looks like it didn't do it recently. The damage is healed over, but it's obvious damage to the tree.
Are more of the trees damaged or just the one?
If you're gonna walk around looking at the trees, yeah, there's some damage like on other trees in different spots. Some branches are broken, some aren't broken.
So they're claw marks?
Yeah.
They're gashes on the tree,
Okay.
and they're
Maybe
about
somebody-
they run the length of about 1 foot to 3 feet long.
Maybe someone tried to chop down these trees, but then the Lorax was like, "Get out of here, kitty cat."
I don't know. Those look like pretty big claws. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't like things with claws that I haven't met before. Gerald's okay though.
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. I guess go back and tell our friends.
Sounds good.
They're gone for all less than 5 minutes.
Must not have been that exciting, huh?
So
Lots of trees.
it was a giant apple orchard. We think they're apples.
Pat immediately starts looking like for apples.
I got samples.
Oh, you do have samples.
How do you like them apples?
They're space apples, spapples.
Yeah.
It also looks like there is a creature with very large claws that lives there. We did not see said creature, but we saw evidence of said creature.
And there seemed like some kind of mechanical device that was leaning up against one of the trees. We just didn't want to go deeper by ourselves just in case. And besides, it seems silly to go up to the machine and not bring the mechanic. Just
fair enough.
So do you think it's worth it to go back in there, or should we keep peeking around at the other portals?
Well, let's continue the peeking, and we might go back to this one because I am intrigued by that piece of machinery that's in that very natural landscape. But yeah, let's just go to number 3, and let's just keep doing what we're doing, and then we can make decisions afterwards.
Sounds good.
All right, next portal.
All right. Okay, you and Cassidy again, just to make certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also making sure we look at the pylons to make sure that there are any of the obvious "don't go here" lights lit.
If you check them all in advance, let's see, all of them should be on and fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I just want to make sure that we didn't ignore that detail.
Yeah, I don't want to go into Flame World.
Not
I am
again.
still here. I'm going to go turn a light on. I am listening and I can talk.
I bring a description of the place you're at. If they're a place in the real world. All right. I can share some of these pictures. It's really cool. Yes, yes, yes. Where is it at? Stupid images. Come on. There we go, images. So you step through. It's a warp. There's no platform there for you. And you walk out of what looks like a tourist shrine. Oh, the tourist shrine is brown, not red. And you can see a small building in front of you. It definitely has some Asian influences. When you look to the right and left, there are white pylon stone markers. I don't think either of you would actually know this. So you don't know what these things are.
Do they have writing on them?
They have writing. It's in kanji.
Hey.
I can't read kanji.
It definitely looks like kanji to you.
I will take out my notebook and I
I was gonna
will
say, can we take a
attempt-
rubbing of it?
Yeah, either a rubbing or try to copy the images as best I can.
Okay, so while you're copying it, and you're doing a rubbing on it. Both of you roll me d10s. Both of you roll me d10s. I just want to check and see if you figure something out.
I rolled a 3.
So 3 for you, and Eric, what'd you get?
I think I mistyped it. Yeah, there we go. 8.
All right. So, Eric, while you're sketching it, you look up and you see similar ones behind it, and some of them have this weird looking purple fungus on top of them. It doesn't quite match the colors, and these look like cherry trees around it with the same kind of blossoms. You recognize them from your Earth. You've seen pictures of them. But the fungus that's on top of the stone markers does not match that color, and it looks rather odd to you. It just doesn't match.
Okay, once again, I glove up and I attempt to take a sample.
All right.
Oh, I don't know if we touched that.
Well, I said I glove up
Okay, so you walk over to it, and you're going to take a
and
sample.
mask.
How are you taking a sample of it?
Well, I am going to take a scraping tool, which is much like a tongue depressor. The one of the containers that was given me for sample taking, rubber glove, which I am automatically wearing because I'm in my encounter suit. I seal it up, and I scrape some of that onto the dish and seal it.
Okay. As you reach out with the tongue depressor, and you touch the fungus, it quite literally latches on to the depressor.
I let go of the depressor.
Yeah.
It just grows over on top of it. It doesn't really grab it like a hand. It just kind of you touch it and it, bless you, and it just kind of grows over the end before you pull it away.
So it's not a mimic.
No, it didn't grow a mouth and eyes and laugh at you.
Okay.
Okay, avoid that stuff.
Yeah. Should we take our drawings to Yuki to read?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head back through. Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm still getting over tongue crud.
I understand. No worries.
So we went through and there was cherry blossom trees and these pylons with this stuff written on it that I think Yuki should be able to read, and also purple slime mold.
She holds up what it is Japanese, but it looks to be a little different than what you're used to reading.
Okay.
But they're showing you copies of people's names on grave markers. So based on the sketches that Eric made, this is some kind of graveyard or cemetery.
Got it.
I described the fungus in great detail and what it did.
That does not sound familiar to you.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Purple gack slime mold.
Seems very aggressive, so it's to be avoided. I lost my favorite tongue depressor.
I'm sorry for
You,
your
you know
loss.
you know that tongue depressors are single use, right?
You know what? You choose your favorites and I'll choose mine.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's a little bit morbid. What's behind door number 3 or 4, whatever number we're on?
Door 3. Yeah. Not now. All right. So you guys step up to the warp and you go through, and warp platform like you expected, not like a like standard platform, not a warp. Sorry, standard platform with the raise up, raise down. Um, and there are stones in a circle around this platform, like you've seen before it back on the Shattered World.
Hmm.
So what's outside of this stone circle?
Uh, there's a large green plain, and then you can see trees in the distance all around it, and it looks to be maybe it could be a river or a water body, not too far away as well. But you're really in the middle of nothing, just a big pile of grass.
Hmm. Anything interesting on the monument? No writing or symbols or anything?
Yeah, unlike Stonehenge, for example, which is definitely worn down, this looks freshly cut and brand new.
Shiny.
There is not an altar in the center. There is the platform, the metal platform.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let me just
So it definitely doesn't seem ruined or anything.
Um, Cassidy, you're looking around these stones, and you swear that it looks like it's some kind of shape, but you can't put your finger on it. It's definitely round, but it's definitely some kind of shape you can't quite place. It just seems familiar.
Is it an ellipse? Does it look like an orbit of something? Or what else is
As you're
round?
walking around, you're looking at the stones in the circle, and some of them literally have a person, a stick figure, that has a smile drawn on with eyes. It's looking out at the person looking at it. There are feathers carved on them as well. It's a little weird. It's not scary. You don't feel scared here, but it just looks a little weird.
Like a campfire circle?
Could be like a campfire.
Like I feel like this is a shrine set up to honor the portal. Look at these little dudes on the rocks. They're cute. Little Gumby mans.
Yeah, but what do they represent?
I'm a pilot, not an archaeologist.
The ones surrounding the main platform have lots of little people on them, little stick figures on them, basically, with that same smiling face.
Were
Are these
there
coming from the portal or looking at the portal? What are these
Looking at the portal.
people?
Bless you.
have I seen carvings like this somewhere else?
Nope. It just seems odd. And Eric, while you're looking at this, and she's digging into this and looking at it, you spot what looks to be a person outside the stone circle behind where you guys were at. He's about maybe 100 yards away.
Does he look like he noticed us?
He's looking right at you. He looks disheveled. He's got hair that's uncocked. He's got definitely a beard. The clothing looks kind of basic, very ancient, and it's in the way it looks. He's holding what looks to be a spear, and he's just staring at you. Cocks his head.
There's a caveman watching us.
And he puts his hand up and does this. Waves.
I wave back.
He smiles. And it's the same smile. You swear it's on the stones. Just get you that same feeling. Round face, big smile.
Mm. Well, in that situation, I think that would be better off if Chewie was here.
Does he come closer, or does he just?
No, he's just watching.
Should we?
He stops waving eventually. He's just standing there watching.
I'm a little wary of making contact.
He reaches into what looks to be almost a bag at his side and pulls out something and puts it in the grass in front of him, reaches out, puts it, steps back.
A gift.
All right, Cassie, keep an eye on me. Keep your hand on your gun. I'm going to go over there.
Okay. Don't do anything too stupid.
Nope. I'm already doing it. All right. I walk up to him.
Okay. As you're walking towards him, he takes steps back, keeping his distance. Just boom, 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 boom. Until you get to where he was.
Yeah.
And on the ground in front of you is this massive yellow fish. Looks like a fish. Could be, it's like think of a massive trout, only yellow.
Okay.
And it's about yay big. It's not a small thing. And it's definitely looks freshly caught, actually.
Huh.
And there's a big hole in it, like the spear had been put through it.
Okay. I'm going to take a candy bar from my pocket. I'm going to put it down next to the fish, and I'm going to pick up the fish, and I'm going to bring it back with me.
Okay, the same thing happens. As you walk away, he walks closer. When you get back to the circle, he's standing there looking down, looks back up, looks very confused. And
Probably should have opened it for him.
picks up the candy bar wrapper and
No, I mean, look, he's a primitive. I would literally open it.
I open it. Okay. And he puts it in his bag with the other fish.
Chocolate fish.
Chocolate fish. That is not.
No.
Is
Maybe
this Willy Wonka land?
It's like, what else do I got? Not like
You could have given him Ray-Bans or some chapstick.
I'm gonna give the guy chapstick.
I don't know. Maybe he would appreciate chapstick.
Well, the thing is, I was trying to return something in kind. He gave me a food stuff. I gave him a food stuff.
I'm sure he'll figure that out eventually. This tastes like chocolate and fish.
Yeah, very good.
Delicious.
Tasty.
Are you ready to go back?
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay, I'm gonna wave and then go through the portal.
Same here.
Okay. As you get to disappear, his eyes are wide, like, oh. Shrugs. Just for the camera, he shrugs and turns and walks off.
Oh, could have been friends.
All right.
So you've got this massive
describe what we
fish.
found.
You've got this massive fish.
Yeah. I come back and
Gerald!
I say, sushi, anyone?
I'm not gonna say no.
Gerald! Bought you a present.
I smell fish.
Yeah, Gerald, we brought your friend a present.
That's a big fish.
Yeah, I wasn't in control of the scale.
And it's yellow.
Yellow's bad?
I don't know. It's
I don't
yellow.
know. We eat some yellow food.
It doesn't smell bad, but I don't know what yellow fish is supposed to smell like.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't eat it anyway. So apparently there are some humanoids on that planet. They seem somewhat friendly. There were carvings of them around a sort of Stonehenge that was around the portal with a bunch of smiling faces looking inward that looked very much like the individual that gave us this fish. He was dressed primitively and carrying a spear, which looked like is the instrument that brought the end to this fish.
Did he speak at all? Like, did they try to communicate?
Actually, he
waved.
wouldn't get too close to me. I walked up to him and he kept stepping back, but he left this on the ground. So I gave him the only other food stuff I had, which was a candy bar, and left it there for him and picked up the fish. Just like, I don't know. They look like Harry I knew.
No.
He did wave.
He did wave at us and smiled. So we can categorize that as possibly friendly life forms, even though they don't seem to want to come close to us for some reason. But they are aware of the portal and something that it does. So who knows what they're about.
Do we want to go back and and try to communicate, or just mark that and worry about it later?
Let's just mark it for now and we'll work on that later.
Okay.
It's definitely the thing that Chewie would be helpful in, since he is more likely to be able to communicate with them than we are.
Okay, it's been about 30 minutes or so. The car has got around 30 minutes, you think, until like it's actually probably drivable. But if you want a full charge, it's gonna be a couple more hours.
Partial charge should be fine because we just need to make sure it actually gets home. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, if we build a ramp to the back of the truck, we might be able to actually just drive it up there if we can only just get enough power just to get that done.
All right.
Be right back. Just getting a tissue.
All right. So I guess we continue on our way home then. If it's charged enough that we can tow it now.
You got about 30 minutes so you can tow it.
Oh, 30 more minutes so we can tow it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So try the next portal?
Yeah, why not?
Got time to kill.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Next portal.
Okay.
Hot blonde. Hot blonde. Right?
Right. You step right through, and there's a lot. You're just kind of inundated with noise at first. It's warm, and there's rock all around you, and there are lots of people around you, and they're dark skinned, dark curly hair, and mind you, they're all armed with looks like spears, some with rifles, and they're looking towards what looks to be an exit out of this rock area you're in. The rock area is lit up. Not like it's dark in here, but they're all looking at this entryway, which you can see is barricaded. It's got a barricade in front of it, but they're all backed up waiting to do something with it. And you guys walk through the portal, they all hear it and they turn and look at you, walk out of nothing, and they look stunned.
Take a step back. Come with me. Grab her.
Yep.
If they weren't all armed, I'd be more open to try to open up a dialogue. But
they're not pointing the guns at you. They just kind of look shocked at who you are.
Like, the only reason is the guns that aren't pointing at me is because they're surprised, as far as I know.
But you would know that these guns look like they were probably maybe over 100 years old for what you're used to seeing.
So non-rifled musket type, or like the Winchesters and your
You're guessing probably about the
Revolver.
Winchester era for these rifles, yeah.
Okay.
And they look to be in good condition. But it's a wide variety of technology for these people. It ranges about the 1800s, but there's stuff more primitive with them. Some are dressed to the time period, some are not,
Huh.
and they all look familiar to you. They're dark-skinned humans.
Okay.
Some with wild body paint on them. It's in white. But again, they're not pointing, they're just looking at you with great curiosity. And a lot of them look away who are carrying the rifles and continue focusing on what they're supposed to be focusing on. And one older one who is decked out in this white paint on his body and in his hair, he's carrying just a stick, turns and walks up to you.
Okay. I put my hands up in a neutral fashion. Yeah.
You
Right.
should not, he speaks in perfect English. You should not be here.
We agree.
I think you're right.
Does she warp out?
Yeah.
Guy just takes off.
Yeah.
Fine. Wow, that was fast.
Is that satisfactory? Can we be of assistance?
You are from the Europe, yes?
No, I'm actually from California, United States.
Ah, I see. I see.
In another dimension, completely different.
Why did you come here? You shouldn't be here.
Exploring.
Oh,
We have these portals, you see.
he just shakes his head in a very sad way. You don't know?
This is the first time I've set foot in this area, and you're the first of your kind I've seen. In
Ah,
your trappings and your accoutrement.
I see. Well, before you can finish that sentence, you hear someone up this side of the room near the blockade at the entrance or exit shout, "Wave!" And the three people up there start firing outside that exit.
Do you require assistance?
I wish I could ask you for help, but if you were to help, you probably become a problem.
I basically just making sure the barrel is down, get my rifle, and I cock it. I'm like, this is a far better weapon than what you're used to.
I see. Well, then go up front with John here, and he will show you. But please be careful.
Okay. So I go up to the guy named John. John, Eric.
He just nods and takes his rifle and nods to come with me.
Okay.
And he walks you up to the cave entrance where the barricade is. And the guys are shooting there, and they're not even paying attention to you. You look out through the hole in the barricade, and you see probably several hundred people coming towards this across a dusty desert-like plain. It's flat, scrub brush, scrub trees. But there are people coming and they're running towards this entrance. And you get within 100 yards, and they're definitely human beings that are clothed, but they're just running like they're angry. You hear the screaming and yelling from them.
Anything that
These guys have not stopped shooting at them. I'm sorry, you have a question.
Anything intelligible that I can tell from what they're yelling?
No, actually, nothing intelligible.
Zombies?
Could be zombies.
I go, I take it these people mean you harm?
And John looks at you. He starts to laugh. Mate, they've been trying to kill us for years. And now they're 50 yards, and the rifles are picking them off. They're getting hit, and they're going down.
Okay.
And they're getting right back up again.
Really? Okay. I'm going to lay down some bursts from my assault rifle.
Gonna scare the shit out of the people who are shooting there because
Sure.
that's loud and a lot of fire.
Mhm.
So let's imagine what it'd be like if you're used to firing, one-shot rounds. Someone walks up.
No, wait till I pull out the grenade. Let's.
So yeah, you're hitting them and they're going down. I mean, you're blowing parts off their body because let's face it, you're using that kind of rifle, and they're going down, and you're probably down to about 30 of them at that point because they're not trying to dodge the bullet. They're not breaking for cover or anything. The second you start firing.
That's why I'm thinking that the reason of these people is quite questionable. They're not doing anything to protect themselves. Um, but I continue helping with the fire line.
John puts his hand into his ear and taps himself like, wait, 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 wait.
Okay, I stop when he says wait.
That's a powerful weapon, but wait. And as these guys get within 20 yards of the hole, they literally run into something that you can't see, and it glimmers like it's a shield of some sort, and they just plow against it and they pounding on it, but they're not getting through.
Oh, you're shielded. Then why were you shooting?
Well, it less of them to deal with down the road, I guess. But yeah, we don't know how long this is going to last. It's always been a safe space for our people, so we've revered this place and come here for eons.
Could you elaborate more on the nature of the conflict between you and them?
Oh, I guess you didn't know. Well, there's some kind of disease that these colonists brought with them when they came here. It's gotten worse over the years, but it only seems to affect them. But eventually, in long stages, it turns them into those things. So you understand why we're concerned about you because I don't want you to get this. We don't
Oh,
want
I
you
don't want to get it. I don't want to get it either. But then again, it looked like you were hard pressed, and we do not leave people that are in trouble without help.
It's appreciated, my friend. It's appreciated. Fancy's rather calm for what they're going through. It's appreciated, my friend. It really is appreciated. You're safe in here with us, we believe. And
Do you require foodstuffs? Anything else?
we have food and water, which is provided by the Great Rock. But if you have extra food, it tastes good. We'll be happy for that because you can only eat roots for so long, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, trust me, I've been there, man. When I did a survival training tour, and dude, that was not great. But
Dude. He says the word curiously, dude.
oh, it's just the way that we refer to each other. It's actually quite a funny story from its origin, but it's just like a person. Uh, but okay.
Dude. Yeah, so how did you get here?
Oh, the portal.
The what?
There's a portal in here. It's probably one of the reasons why you find it sacred. Only very, very few people can actually travel to them. But I'm from another world, far distant from this one, and we use these portals to travel between them. We actually found this big old, like round Stonehenge surrounding one of our portals in another place here. That was odd because it had carved pictures of people smiling. And I saw another person that looked very much like us, but he was wearing something a little bit more primitive and carrying a spear. He gave me a fish, a yellow one.
So if I get this straight, you go on walkabout to different worlds?
We have a reason behind it. We're trying to find a way to save our own. We have problems. So we travel around trying to trade and communicate with others and see if we can help solve each other's problems.
Well, I have been guardian of this place for several years now before the plague came to haunt us, and I do not know a gateway to speak of, but this is the light room, where
Well,
there's always light shed
look,
here.
let me just show you. So I walk up to where the portal is. See this area right here? Watch this. And I walk through.
And as you say, watch this, he says, but you don't hear the rest of it as you step through. Okay, so you've been gone for about 15 minutes, I'm guessing. Maybe 10 minutes. So, Cassie, you come back through, and time is going to pass. What are you doing over the next few minutes?
That Eric. So we went through the portal and there was a bunch of dudes there with guns, but like old guns. And then this guy walked up to us and was like, "You shouldn't be here." And I was like, "You're right, I shouldn't." And so I just blew skidooed weekend two through back through the portal. Um, but Eric had to go be a hero or something.
And yeah.
So, how long are you going to wait?
Oh. Actually, probably not all that long. Probably just another like probably about 5 minutes, and then
Yeah, we should
like
probably go back and make sure he's okay.
yeah, make sure he's not dead, or like collect his body if he is dead.
Excuse me for 1 second.
Chances of him being dead, what do you think?
There was a lot of guns there.
Oh, well. Might be high then.
Okay, sorry about that. So, what's the plan, Cassidy, Chewie, and Yuki? A few minutes go by, Eric has not come back.
Cassidy, what was going on?
So there was a bunch of guys with guns and beaten sticks, and one of them saw us and was like, "You shouldn't be here." And I was like, "You're right." And so I left, but Eric pulled out his gun, and I think he's trying to be helpful. We should probably make sure that he's not full of holes.
All right, load up. Let's go.
Okay,
We also we need to go on foot. There's not room for a vehicle in there.
yes, there is.
Oh, there is?
It's a big open area.
Okay.
As you're loading, you're leaving the big truck here.
Yeah, the big truck and the car, and we'll get in the Jeep.
Okay, so you load up, you get into the Jeep, and as you're doing that, you start to pull the Jeep around. Eric steps to the portal and says, "This."
So it looks like there's a bunch of people in there that are in trouble.
They didn't shoot you?
No, actually, they were very friendly, especially when I basically offered to help. They apparently in their world they had some colonists or some people come from another place, but they brought a disease that kind of only affects them, but it turns them into raving lunatics, and they're basically fighting off waves of these from inside their structure that seems to be built around the portal. And there seems to be some kind of force field that's helping them keep them at bay, which
Force
might be
field would be
interesting
very
technology.
useful.
Interesting technology, yeah. But they're fighting with anything but revolvers and flintlocks against waves and waves of these crazed people that don't seem to have any kind of care in the world for their own safety.
Well, we're all out of flamethrower fuel.
Just you say that, what? As John falls through the portal face first onto the platform.
Whoa!
I help him up. Great, you're one of the Fringeworthy. You're awesome.
For Yuki and for Chewie, it's a dark man, um, long dark hair, curly. Actually, Yuki, you're the historian. Roll me D10.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Okay, your history score. Okay, yeah, that's enough. This man is definitely an Aborigine. just looking by the markings on him, the paint on him, the modern clothes, and the same manner. She's carrying a stick, but is wearing 2 revolvers.
That's interesting. Okay.
Uh, well, this is odd.
Hey, welcome. You're one of the lucky ones that can actually use these things. Very few can.
I see. Well, I need to get back. I can't leave my people. I'll leave them alone.
Simply walk back. That's all you need to do.
Yep. Right through there.
If-
Do, do, do,
Yeah.
do, do.
He's looking at you guys. He's looking at the Humvee because that's strange. Big old truck in the background.
We are willing to lend assistance if you can somehow let us know where the mechanism that generates that force field is, and if we can study it.
I can talk to old Jack, and he can tell you where to go.
But let me just give you some very basics, okay? This is a place that connects other places. Think of it as the center of the river, and you can actually go to all the other points in the river from it. So this river is filled with these little portals that lead to other places. And in this chamber here, it all leads to places in your world. There are other chambers that lead to other worlds. There are very few people that can actually use these portals, so be wary. Not anybody will be able to use them. But once again, we are willing to provide supply and aid to you in exchange for access to the technologies that help you defend yourself. As well, with we can also probably supply you with weaponry that would be far more useful.
I see. You'll excuse me. This is a lot to take in.
Of course, take your time. If you want, return to your home and talk to your people about it.
I can't take my time. It looks a little nauseous.
Well, I take off my canteen and offer them some water. Here. Calm. Breathe. We all went through this. This is Cassidy, this is Yuki, and this is Chewy. I'm Eric, like I said.
You're all colonists.
That would explain. You're an Aboriginal, or a native to what do they call it?
It's home.
Okay, yeah. Your place.
Yeah.
There are human beings of different colors live all over your world. I don't know how they manage.
I understand that. I just studied the colonists before they went mad.
Yeah,
so I'm not a fool.
No, I just don't know what you know, and that's all.
You're all colonists. That's interesting. Huh.
Our world has abandoned the notion of colonialism as an evil practice.
That it is. I am going to go back and I just touch that thing.
Just walk through exactly the way that you walked in. Like I said, think of it as a door you can't see.
Well, I didn't see it, and when I fell through it, there's a big difference. I can see that.
Well, I'll go back with you if you like, if it would make you feel safer.
He doesn't look. He just puts his hand back and touches it and gets yanked right through.
Right, cool. So once again, the poor Australians are being totally threatened by the goddamn white people. Jeez. Is there nowhere I go where we don't suck?
Probably not. If history says anything.
Also, I don't know if we've really abandoned colonialism.
Well, as a large tenant, the larger colonial empires have fallen apart and gained independence, but now mostly colonialism aspect is more of a fiscal concern. But okay.
To tell you
So
what, it's 8:30. Why don't we take our break here that you guys have kind of reached a crux point decision what you're going to do,
Okay.
cool.
and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
All
Thank
right.
you all
Groovy.
very much. See you back in 10.
Bye. We are back.
All right, we're back. Fantastic. So, in the last of our heroes, 10 minutes ago, they discovered a different place with Aboriginal folks who were defending it from what looked to be some kind of plague zombies. And one of them there happened to be Fringeworthy. He said he had been there for quite a while and then fell through the portal after Eric stepped through. And you guys debating what you wanted to do.
What
I
if
mean,
they're
you guys like-
vampires, not zombies?
Does that change the situation much? They both are issues.
No, not really. But you know, like the I Am Legend zombies aren't really zombies, they're vampires.
Well, they definitely have some gear that we're interested in, and they're definitely in need of help. But there is also the likelihood that we would be susceptible to whatever disease that the other quote unquote colonials are susceptible to. So
We got hazmat suits.
Yeah,
I think it's just if as long as we're in hazmat suits, it should be okay. I would assume.
I'm hoping so. If it isn't some kind of telepathic disease or something.
Well, also doesn't going through the portal purge us of disease?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it all depends on whether there's some
Maybe-
safe enough to guide us there.
Maybe that's why these guys are trying to get to the fortresses to get through the portal so they can get cured of the disease.
Do you think they would all know about the portal though?
I
We
mean,
don't know.
he said they came there from somewhere else. Maybe they came through the portal and got sick, and they're trying to get to the portal to get away from the sickness.
Well, the massive amount of individuals that are assaulting at one time will lead me to believe that they can't all be fringe-worthy, and if they are, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If they are, that'd be great because we could use a whole bunch more fringe-worthy people.
I mean, ideally,
The other thing
yes,
is-
but the likelihood, probably not.
The other thing is, we know that Fringeworthy are rare on our Earth, but it's entirely possible that one of these clusters, it's not rare at all.
Yep.
Well, seeing that this is their only defensible point, and that the infected seem to be completely focused on destruction, I would think that it would probably be hard pressed to allow one of the infected into that area.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they could, I don't know how much control they have over that force field, to be honest with you.
I mean, if they got a force field, then I don't understand what they need our help with. But I
Yeah,
mean,
they seem to
I'm
have-
always willing to set up some claymores or some bombs. Like I said, if the flamethrowers weren't, we didn't use all the flamethrower juice. We could use those, but and we're all out of rockets because those fuckers stole them all.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that they might have something that might be useful to us, and they're obviously in a situation where they would accept trade of some sort. So it's definitely something for cataloging. They seem fine for now, and apparently the area also provides them with food and water. So that's good.
I wonder if they're eating goo too.
Yeah. I mean, he said it wasn't particularly good to eat, but it was nutritious. I'm certain if we came over there with just some simply good food, that they would be grateful for that.
Well, we can at least do that. Bring over some food for them. That should be easy enough. Especially if we're going to be heading back home, we can restock. So.
Yeah. Do we want to do that?
Yeah,
And
I'm down.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, since we're going home, let's just grab out the food and give it to them. They'll make our load lighter anyway.
Good point.
Okay. So you're not taking the truck through. You're still taking the truck through.
I mean, if we can easily move the crates of food without the truck, yeah, sure.
Oh, you can. It just may take a while.
What do you guys think?
Let's just take the truck through, and it shouldn't take long. So
Yeah.
Sure. Let me go through first and have them expect the vehicle.
hmm
Because I'm not really sure whether they know what those are. He seemed kind of starry eyed looking at our vehicles here. So I'll go through and see if I can find the old guy with a stick again.
Okay, so you step back through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Same scene as before. The older gentleman is talking to John, who is about, I don't know, 20 feet away from the portal, talking to him. Well, the warp.
I'll walk over to
The
them.
platform. Yeah, the second you step through, they all turn and look because it's like they hear something, but you don't make any sound. They all turn and look and they see you.
Once again, neutral hands up.
It's all okay, friend, John says.
Hey, John. So we're going to have to go back to our home base here soon. But since we are going back home, we don't really have a lot of use for the food that we're carrying with us. We'd be happy to leave that behind with you if you want. It's obviously probably more palatable than what you have.
Food then? And the older man says, "What do you wish in trade?"
Nothing other than the ability to return here and perhaps discuss things further and how we can possibly help each other.
You're welcome to stay, and we can talk. There will
We're going to be
probably be a
bringing,
way for a while.
we're going to be bringing through a vehicle, which is a man-made machine that helps us move things around.
I know what the truck is.
I just don't want you to be startled, is all.
He smiles. He says, "I know what the truck is."
Okay. Like I said, I am ignorant, and I just want to be as base as possible. And I see back through. All right, bring it through.
beep 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 beep.
The tree pulls the big truck through. And it's as I described before. So it's a massive cave, but it seems to be pretty well lit. You don't see any lights, but it's lit, almost like the zero rooms you've been in on the platforms.
That would make sense why it would have a force field if it's a zero room.
Yeah. And I start helping unloading the food crates. And if it's like MREs and stuff, I make sure that I instruct them on their use.
Once you start unloading stuff, John will go and help you because really it's his job now.
And I go, this is Cassidy, this is Yuki, and this is Chewy. And they're all members of my team.
Hmm.
And, of course, Gerald.
Ah, a wise one. Don't you know it? Why, yes, I do.
See, I told you we'd find some places where humans respect you.
I wasn't broadcasting. He heard that. All right.
Interesting.
Well, okay.
Well, he's also Fringeworthy.
Oh, the old man's talking to him, not John.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, the old man can talk to the cat?
Yeah.
Do you speak cat? Or or are you telepathic?
I hear his thoughts.
Oh
I'm gonna
wow.
take I'm gonna put the key up to the old man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If anyone should be, geez.
Sometimes that's the way the dice fall.
But yeah, this is our team.
Well, we don't have much to offer you in the way of hospitality, the old gentleman says. They call me Old Jack. It's good to have you here. and we appreciate the food you bring. I don't know what we can give you in return. We have many rifles and lots of ammunition, but I do not think that is what you are looking for.
No,
Those look more advanced than these.
yeah, which is I didn't know whether you were using wagons or trucks yet. When we go to places, it's sort of like random what level of technical advancement that they have.
Ah, it is the year 1895. We have seen trucks and mechanical vehicles.
Okay, good, good, good. Um,
The colonists brought them. They no longer work because you've seen.
yeah.
They don't
Uh,
work because the colonists don't work anymore.
That is correct. They do not work anymore because the colonists do not work anymore. We do not know what the plague is, but we have believed it is a soul sickness that the colonists have. They bring so much destruction with them when they came the first time, and it is as if the world is giving them back what they have given to everyone.
hmm.
So karma.
As you say,
Yes.
It is the basic idea that you receive what you have wrought. Um, but look, we're really not looking for much from you at this time. We would just like to be able to examine the mechanisms of this place, how it is lit yet no source of light, how a shield of impenetrable force seems to cover this place. All those things, those technologies are valuable to us. Our mission is to, in essence, save our world um, due to
tech,
mismanagement. Um,
you call it technology. Why would you call it technology? It is the power of the spirits who protect this rock. They protect us.
well, yeah, I mean, look, it's all a question of perception, correct? We perceive things through the lens of technology because that is how we interpret the understanding of the natural forces. Um,
I can see the colonial mindset. That's understandable.
Obviously, um, you seem to be more in tune with some things that we are not, and we are open minded enough to appreciate that. But we are also of the opinion that any technology advanced enough would seem like magic to anyone. And as a matter of fact, these portals seem like magic to us. We have no real way to fathom how they actually function. We just discovered them. Others
That is interesting.
make them.
I would postulate back to you that any powerful magic could be seen also as technology.
Indeed, I think that as far as ideas go, they are compatible, if not completely and totally similar, as an interpretation of the way that we interpret the manipulation of natural forces.
I
Now, you
see.
see, the natural force of explosion within the fuel that drives this truck is something that happens everywhere. It's just that we've managed to find a way to harness that natural process.
It's a
So,
fire inside it. I get that. It's
yeah,
kerosene.
yeah, exactly. We just managed to harness that element to our purpose, which is what we believe all of these things are: is the ability of a very advanced culture to manipulate and harness the natural forces to do their bidding.
We'll cut right over to Chewie, who was standing there with John and helping unload crates. Hey, um, so how does this thing run? It looks really big. I've only seen vehicles that are small.
Well, I mean, it's got a big old diesel engine up front, powers eight wheels, and it's got something like 400 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque, uh, and it's got a big old tank of diesel fuel in the back, and yeah, I'll be happy to give you a ride if you'd like.
I was going to ask, can I write it?
Oh, you bet. Well, I'll teach you how to drive it if you'd like.
Really?
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot of space here, but if we had more space, I'd be more than willing to give you some driving lessons. Sure.
Maybe we can go outside the shield.
That sounds like a bad idea because I mean, the shield would protect you from the crazy people, right?
They come in waves, so we can never really predict it. But this thing can drive much faster than they can run.
Oh,
I'm
it's
willing
not
to
that
bet.
fast. Let's be clear. I mean, she's a beauty, but my big chalupa, she's not a quick one.
I see. Oh, I'm interested. This is amazing. So Yuki, you're helping unload stuff,
Hmm.
and you look up at the lights in the ceiling, which you've seen before through the other zero rooms you've been through. They showed you the other rooms like that, and the light seems to coalesce at the top. Well, it spreads out across the room, and this room is really big. The ceiling is 60 feet up, and it's massive. But there are tunnels that go off into further into the rock and other places. But the light seems to almost pyramid up into a shape at the top that touches the ceiling, and the light spreads out and down from there.
Are the different halls that go off also lit, or no?
No, they are not.
Interesting. I wonder how this works. I put down my card. I
Cassidy,
just kind of like start looking around a little bit at it.
Cassidy's working, and you realize that Eric is talking to the old guy. Um, Chewie and John are unloading boxes, and Yuki is staring at the ceiling.
Figures. Um, did I see a control panel from like standing on the back of the truck unloading?
Um, Looking around where the warp is, no, you don't.
That's
But
weird because
like I mentioned to Jill, there are three other passageways in that wall behind where the warp is.
hmm, I'm pretty sure this is one of them warp science dungeons. Hmm. Wonder if this one makes burritos.
Do you think there's a burrito button here too?
Maybe.
Well, if they have a
Burrito button.
burrito button, do they need the food that we're giving them?
You can't eat the burritos. They're made of
Uh,
lava.
No, you're thinking of the taco.
oh, I'm thinking the taco. Yeah, I miss the taco machine. The taco machine's good.
And then you hear someone shout, "Wave!" from the entrance.
Yeah. See, we ain't taking the truck out there.
I thought they said they didn't come that often. That's pretty often.
And that's when the old man says, "That's interesting.
Uh-oh.
They usually come hours apart."
Perhaps we have put you at risk. I apologize.
I was gonna say, has anything else changed besides us just showing up?
No, like I said, the lighting hasn't changed. Everything seems fine to you guys.
Maybe it's because we're here.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we want to help them with this wave before we leave?
Oh, there are a lot of them.
We should probably help, guys.
Yeah.
I don't.
We need to set some dynamite. Can't damage the rock. The younger ones are talking about the older one's talking about dynamite. The younger one's talking about dynamite. The older ones are saying, "No, we can't damage the rock."
It says we got Chewy. We got claymores.
Yeah, but I don't know about this. This doesn't feel right. I mean, they aren't zombies, but they get back up, you said?
Yeah. And none of their yells are intelligible in any way.
And I mean, and well, maybe not to you, but maybe I can understand them.
One of the reasons why I wanted to bring you along. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
there's like I don't understand why they're shooting people if there's a force field keeping them out.
That's a good question.
Look, I'll go, but I'm not shooting just random people. This seems fishy to me. Like there's something wrong here. Like these people been living in this cave all this time?
Yeah, tell us more about this situation. How long has it been lasting? How long have you been here?
We've been here 4 months.
Oh, 4 months. That's not so long, I guess.
Uh,
No, not really.
I am able to go down into the heart and retrieve food, which we eat. There are many roots growing down in one of the caves, and so the Great Rock provides
What color are the roots?
purple.
Was purple in the recipe?
No,
Also, she definitely says roots.
your your four colors were green, yellow, red, and blue.
Mm.
So these people have been attacking you for 4 months. What about
Uh,
before
they
then?
they've been problems for about a year now, and many of the colonists came over, and the sickness started slowly, and they began killing their own, and that's when we left the surrounding the towns and pulled back in deep into Mother Nature, and it's as if they knew where we were following us. We don't know why. We came here to the Great Rock for safety. There are currently 112 of us.
Simply speaking, since the only thing that seems to have changed from the pattern is our presence, that would suggest some form of connection between the portal and whatever is driving those people mad.
It could, I don't know. I don't understand your magical technology.
Either
Good.
Who's gone up to the line to watch what they're doing? Chewie, did you go up there?
Yeah, I'm going up here to see what's going on. Maybe I can understand what these guys are saying.
Yuki,
I'm going to.
um, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay, you three have walked up there, and you can see the men there are slowly shooting at the people who are coming up there, and they're kind of joking about it. Oh, I'm gonna get the head on that one. Katoof. And these things are running up, and one picks one's head off, and it literally part of the head explodes, falls to the ground, and slowly gets back up.
And does his head grow back or what?
No, it's just a big floppy mess. Piece of it's blown off right down around the face.
But the rest of the body just gets up.
Gets right back up.
I
And
do not like
they're
that.
running toward they get up and the rest of them are running towards they hit you see the blue shield and they slam into it and they get pushed backward
Oh.
and they stumble and stagger when they hit it. And so they rush it again. Bam, it pushes them back. And some of them fall and don't get back up. And then a third wave runs in and hits it, and the shield shudders,
Oh, that's bad.
Uh-oh.
starts to fizzle. You can
That's
thank
not good.
you guys can thank Big Dad for that. The shield fizzles, and the men who are there, what was that? And they all turn and look at you three.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yep, I grab a case of ammo and I break it with me.
Yeah.
And so you two are shooting. Now the rest of you, is everyone shooting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone else
Yeah.
shooting.
Okay. The men step back and let you guys basically unload a huge chunk of ammo into these guys. But you're able to get all of them, and they keep hitting the shield, and shield keeps fizzling and fizzling. And by the time the sixth wave of these guys hits, the shield stops and it's gone. And you guys are able to mop up the sixth wave, and that's the last of them. And there are just bodies out there, hundreds and hundreds of bodies out there.
Chewie, could you understand what they were screaming?
Oh, that's right. I didn't tell you you were listening. Um, they were screaming things like hungry, feed, food, starving.
Hmm.
One of the dudes shouting, "My gout!"
Gout.
He was a rather portly one.
Hmm.
But they were unintelligible to everybody else, but you understood what they were saying.
Hmm.
And there is no shield. The shield is gone.
Is there a way to
We
bring the
gotta
shield
find
back?
we gotta find the control panel.
Uh, and the old man, Jack, looks terrified. What has happened? What are we gonna do?
Is there a control panel?
You. Take the dynamite. Mine the outside. Is there a what? John says.
Is there a pillar with like lights or crystals on it anywhere around here that you see?
A whole like counter of lights. A table full of lights.
John says, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Did he hear you say that? Oh, wow. 7. Jack turns and says, the root cave is lit with many different lights.
I think we need to go to the root cave.
Sounds good. Let's go there.
He puts his hand up. I will ask for permission. And he takes the stick and he bows his head, touches it to his forehead. And he's not making any noise, but he's just slowly tapping it.
Do you know what he's doing?
Gerald looks you guys all and telepath over to you. Shh, be quiet. He's doing something and I can't quite understand what he's saying.
I sit there quietly knowing that he answered my question perfectly.
One of the tunnels lights up like the ceiling, which when you look back up the ceiling, Yuki, it's the light has gotten really dim.
Did it get dim when the shield went down, or just getting dim now with the conversation?
It went dim when the shield went down.
Okay, well that's definitely connected.
Well, poop.
Eloquently said.
You may go, and one of the caves is lit up.
All right, let's move.
You four all going down into the cave, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You four go down into the cave, and it gets colder when you walk down there under the and it twists down and around, almost in a corkscrew. And then the light turns from that hazy white to a bluish color, which Chewie remembers very well. And then you start seeing the blue crystals in the wall. As you get further down, and it comes to an arrest. And the cave opens up into something that Chewie and Cassidy have seen. It looks like the room from the Minoan world. All the crystals, the constellations. And
Yeah.
And in the center of the room is a pylon, but it goes up, and there's a wide base that comes out, and there are crystals in the middle of multicolors.
You ready to figure this out, Chewie?
Yeah. Last time I was able to read some stuff, but this might turn the power back on or give us an idea how to control the force field. Last time there was also time dilation here.
Oh. Well, then let's do this as fast as we can.
All right.
What do you do at this point?
I start looking at the control panel and see if I can figure out what it's doing.
Okay, you come down to the panel in the middle. It's not really a panel like the other ones. It's almost like a collection of rocks.
It's like a stack thing where they have all the crystals.
Yeah.
Like that. A good example. Almost like a sleigh stack platform. And the lights range from colors of red to green to yellow. They're blue. So it hits all the colors of the rainbow.
Are there
And
any...
there's a space in the middle with that same shape, is the burrito shape, what you call the burrito shape. And there is one in there, and the
Oh,
red is very faint.
they need a new burrito.
Shit.
My
Chewy, how fast
burrito's
do you
back
get back
on
home?
Earth.
Burritos in another castle.
Earth is 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What if we
Three,
took
3 hours away in the truck. In the Humvee, you can probably do it in 2.
how far away is the burrito planet?
About half that distance. You gotta go about 50 miles.
But there won't be a burrito at the burrito planet.
That's true.
At least we're uncertain whether we'll be able to retrieve one there. And this is a situation where we require certainty.
Yeah.
If we took one of the motorcycles, how fast do you think we can get there?
They can't go as fast as the Humvee. They only do about 40 miles an hour.
Okay. But anyways, look, I think that what we should do is retrieve our burrito and see if we can power this thing back up for him. It does seem like we've discovered now what a power source looks like, and we've had one all along.
It's almost like a ZPM.
Yeah, a 0-point module. Yeah.
And the red in the center is fading. Not fast, but you can see it getting weaker and weaker. But all the crystals are lit up.
Chewy, do you think you can go retrieve that burrito real fast?
I can try.
2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do. Does anybody disagree?
No, I agree. Makes no sense.
Okay. Let's go talk to them, and Chewy, just head out. Just go get it.
All right, I'll go.
Drive that thing so fast to be you.
Full speed ahead.
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chewy runs out of the
Bring some
cave.
rubber.
Anything?
Chewy runs out of the cave, heads to the portal. Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna walk up to the two that we've been talking to.
Okay, you're going back to the top.
Yeah.
Cassidy and Yuki, are you staying in this room? Are you doing anything in here?
I don't know what to do with this. Do you?
I don't know if there's a way to put less power in some places than other places, but I don't know how because I don't speak ancient alien.
No, but you can try.
And none of us have gone to ancient alien ITT tech, so we're kind of screwed.
I just know the burrito fits there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk up and tell them, I think we found the power source of this place. We have a replacement for it. It'll take 4 hours to get here. We need to make sure we hold this place that long.
John says, we've mined the outside with dynamite. We're in the process of it. So that'll help for a while. If you have anything else you can spare.
Boy, howdy. Go to the truck, pull out the claymores.
Okay, so what is Yuki doing? Well, they've gone upstairs to do all this. And Cassie's just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Is there like a keyhole on the panel? Where I can put my little key in?
No, there isn't. All the spaces there seem occupied.
Are there any I can pull out?
I don't know. Do you want to pull a stone out?
So
Eric's
from
not
being
down
in the
here, so-
Yeah, Eric's not down here.
link,
So Cassie, go right ahead and do what you want to do. He's not going to
um,
tell you otherwise.
so
Gerald,
from what I know, being in the other ones, I really just know how to turn the lights on and off.
This is not the pattern you know. The other one machines look different. This is a whole box of lights and stones. Now the stones don't look like your crystal key. They're kind of rounded, but you think you can pull one out and move it, or touch them.
I want to touch. Do like any of them feel warmer or Is there
When you
like a
put your hands over
temperature
it?
difference if I like put my hands over it?
It's a little warmer, but not hot, definitely.
Hmm.
Almost like the warm that the volcano, the burrito gave you. Volcano burrito. I'm using your terms now.
That's our new restaurant, dude.
Volcano burrito.
Taco Bell Taco Bell needs to bring back a volcano burrito. Um, fuck it. Is
All
there
right.
a green one?
No, yes, I'm sorry. There are green ones. Yes, there are. Wait, hang on.
Uh-oh.
4 green ones. You're gonna sit there and count them all?
So the green ones in the other places like did the lights and stuff, I think I remember.
There,
This
there
is
are
bad because Leslie doesn't remember.
there are 6 rows of 5 stones. There is no pattern that you can tell by looking at it, the both of you, as to how the stones are placed.
Okay.
It feels random, but again, you don't know how the device works, so and it's
Eeny,
not
meeny, miny, mo.
red, yellow, green, purple, and blue. 5 rows, 5 colors, not in any order. I'm sorry, 5 colors, 6 rows, not any order.
I'm gonna pull out a green one.
All right, you reach down and grab, we'll just call it green. Let's see. There are 4 green ones. Number 1 through 4. Which one are you touching? You have a list of these.
3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, green 3. Okay, so I'd like for you to roll me a D10 and do a lot of praying.
Oh, God.
dear.
I'm a goddamn atheist.
And Yuki, do you want to help?
I probably should. Oh, wait.
I rolled, oh wait, I rolled a 6. I misread it. I thought I rolled a 10 and a 6, but I rolled a 6.
I will
Okay.
help.
All right. So roll me a D10 as
All
well.
right. I rolled a 3.
Okay. So Cassie with a 6. Okay.
6 is better than half.
Yuki rolled a 3, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My cat Shadow says this is not a very good plan.
And is Yuki pressing the same green as Cassidy, or different color or a different green?
Same one. I'm just helping.
Green 1. Okay. All right, and you roll 3. Okay. You take 20 points of damage as you suffer a shock, Yuki. And Cassidy presses down on the green one and tries to pull it up, and the light turns off.
So I'm
And the
seriously wounded now.
yeah, and the yes, you are. No, wait, hang on. Half your it's yeah, you're taking 20, so you're right at the cusp. You're not seriously wounded.
Yeah.
You take 1 more point of damage, you're seriously wounded.
Okay.
So your hands are burned from getting anywhere near that. The light goes out, Cassidy. And the lights shuffle places. Okay, so diagram 2. Okay. Yeah, I worked this out a long time ago. Diagram
This is
2.
some overly complicated game of Lights Out.
I don't know, maybe it is.
I don't want to play anymore.
And the lights shuffle around and flare. And then the blue light in the room flares. And so, Eric, while you're out in the room, the light in the room flares a little bit, turns a bit brighter. And one of the men at the cave mouth says, "The shield flickered." But that light remains out, Cassidy.
What do you think, Chip?
Meanwhile, Yuki's screamed and her hand is burned.
Oh God. Can I do a first aid on Yuki?
You can. Eric, kind of shocking, but you realize that Cassidy and Yuki did not follow you up here.
Well, I'm going to go downstairs and let them know that apparently the shield flickered.
All right, you're working on that. So Chewie, you
Mhm.
you bolt out of the cave, you run right into the warp without waiting, because people can see you come out and disappear immediately. You jump into the Humvee, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've done speeds in the truck about 35 miles an hour on these pathways. The Humvee has a top speed of 70 miles an hour.
Sure.
How fast do you want to go?
As fast as I can.
Okay. So, pedal to the metal. All right.
Yep. I mean, it's
So-
a perfectly straight road,
Ah, them Dukes.
and it's only 70 miles an hour.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to make 7 drive checks.
Whoa. What's my target?
That's for each gateway through.
All right.
Let's determine your target. Hang on a second. That's going to be rough, but you should be fine. All right. I'm looking at Yuki's page, and I want to look at Yuki's page for you. That would be bad. All right. Drive. There we go. All right. They're going to get steadily harder as in certain areas too. So the first one's running with a straightaway, leaving this platform.
All
You
right.
have to make 2 checks. The second platform as you come out of the warp or out of the gateway and land on the platform, then jiggy around to get the other platform and control the vehicle at that point, because you're trying to drive fast through there as well. You have to slow down, but it's still a bit of juking to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 straight away, 5, 6, 7. 7 checks.
All right.
Make sense?
What are my target numbers?
Okay, your first target number is 20. I'm sorry, first target number is 17. So don't
All
roll a 1.
All right. I rolled an 8.
All right. So no problem with the straightaway. You're going 70 miles an hour on it. You hit the other gate. Now, your target number on this is going to be, because you're doing 70 miles an hour. Hang on a second. So it's going to be a 19 and a 19.
I rolled an 8 and rolled a 6.
Okay. You're through the first the first alternate platform on -2.
Go.
Oh wait, sorry, you have to do 2 more checks because you guys are -3. So 9 total checks. All right, so the next 2, both difficulty 19.
Rolled a 9 and rolled an 8.
Okay, great. The next 2, we're on 6. We're on 5 and 6.
Oh, I
Same
rolled a
target
1.
number.
I rolled
All
a
right.
1.
Okay, so you're going to eat it on platform 1. Roll another d10 to see what happens.
Rolled an 8.
Okay, so you come flying out of that on the platform 1, and you skid around the platform. You fishtail, you pull it back in, and you're going to fishtail too hard, and you're going to roll the truck into the gate,
All right.
and you end up on the straightaway, not facing straight.
All right.
Now there's enough. You're not hanging over the edge on the other side, but you're really stuck in different. You're really stuck there. It'd take you a while to actually get out of that mess.
All right.
So it's going to add another 30 minutes onto your trip,
Okay.
but you're able to. You're doing it like a
27-point turn.
27-point turn.
All right.
Like in
Austin Powers.
yes.
It's okay. Anyway, you get the vehicle turned, and you got to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks.
All right.
So this one's a 17.
Rolled a 10.
All right, jam it along. I'll let you make it 5 minutes. So
I rolled a 1.
oh, jeez, that's the gate thing again. All right, so the Humvee doesn't take that second one into the gate pretty well. In a fishtail, you're gonna lose those 5 minutes picking up the vehicle as it skids to a stop, and you have to restart it as the engine's beat up after the first crash. And get going again. So make me 2 more checks, and then another check, and you're good to go.
Roll a 3
Okay.
and roll an 8
All right. 4th check.
and roll a 4.
All right. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you finish this right away. You plow through the gate into the homeworld. Uh, the guy there with the autocannon immediately swings it right at you guys you coming through. And oh wait, do I have a malevolence left?
Oops.
Oh, you know what? It's 9:30. It'd be a good place to stop it, wouldn't it?
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you. I've already used the malevolence, so you're good to go. He points it at you and immediately pulls it away as you come skidding through there, and you come to a stop on the primary platform for your world.
All right. Well, drive the truck through the platform and I go find the burrito.
All right, so you're gonna spend about another 20 minutes doing, 10 minutes doing that. 5. Okay. You come tearing through there. I need the burrito. I need the burrito. The regular soldier's like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Crazy Mexican needs a burrito.
Yeah.
Crazy Mexican wants a burrito. Good point.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
Burrito levels are low.
Had a surf and turf burrito this weekend. Really good.
You get the burrito and you get back in the truck, which is really beat up at this point. You could probably do 60 miles an hour without having problems,
All right.
but the front end is mashed up from when you did the rollover.
All right.
So is the top of the cab.
We'll fix that later. I go as fast as I can, go safely.
All right.
Once I got the
so
burrito.
We'll
I don't
eliminate.
I don't want to lose the burrito.
No, because we'd have to wait 41 days for a new one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, she's gonna make me 6 checks again.
All right. I rolled a 10
All right, so you need a 19.
and I rolled a 1.
Man,
This
you and the
poor,
one.
poor Humvee.
Oh man.
So you make up 5 minutes with the 10. You lose 10 minutes with the 1. You are currently down 15 minutes. We'll just make it easy that way.
Rolled a 10.
All right, make it 5 minutes. You're down 10 minutes.
I rolled a 9.
All right,
I rolled a 6.
all right. Last one.
I rolled a 5.
Okay,
Right, peanut gallery's fine.
so you're gonna be gone for several hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so you've gotten the burrito, you've gone out, you got back, but we're gonna go back several hours in time.
All right.
So Chewie's done his job. Good job. Meanwhile, Jim has gone back. Jim, you've gone back downstairs Eric has gone back downstairs to talk to them, correct?
Yes.
All right. And Cassie is bandaging up Yuki's hand. So just give me a first aid roll. Your base is a 13.
5, so 17?
Okay, 17. All right.
18. Sorry, 18. I can math.
Math is difficult.
Yuki gets 10 points back,
Oh, thank God.
but that's all for today. That's all for today.
Yeah.
But you've got a basic bandage on that. The main kit is upstairs for the burn stuff. But it's you're in pain. It's not pleasant. Not a serious wound, so you're not penalized. It's just not pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Eric, you get back down there. You can see a stone is out, and Yuki's hand is bandaged up, and Cassie's fussing over it.
Oh, apparently the shield flickered. That makes sense now.
Well, we did something. but
You
I
did
don't know that I
something.
can recreate.
I made ow. You did something.
I was trying to see if there's a way that we could like channel power to the shield and not to the less important things, but I don't know how this panel really works very good.
Yeah. Okay. I would suggest not fucking with that thing anymore.
Yes,
It's
I.
fine. Everything is fine.
Okay. Well, speaking of fine, I need some help setting up some claymores.
Okay.
We can help with that.
Actually, why don't you sit this one out? The claymores usually take 2 hands.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you still shoot with that?
I don't know, Mike. Can I still shoot with that?
You can. It just
Because
hurts.
that might get kind of important here soon. So good. All right. So we start laying out some claymores on the other side of the shield as best we can, and make sure that we have our encounter suits sealed.
You have 4 claymores. Let me check the equipment list.
I believe so.
Well, when we get back up to the main truck, I can shoot Yuki up with some lidocaine.
Oh yeah.
Word.
And that'll allow her to. I've seen mine from up there. Hang on a second. Am I looking at the wrong list? Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. Oh, wait. All right. So 4 claymores. Got it. So you got 4 claymores set up and no other equipment for that. Excuse me. You have the 2 rocket launchers and no rocket. Sunscreen, electrical tape, paracord.
I just make sure that whatever magazines we have are filled.
You have enough plastic explosives for 5 charges. You also have thermite that a previous member of the team left behind.
No.
It makes 4 pounds of it, but you have to make some tech rolls in order to try to use it.
I don't think that I'm adequately skilled in demolitions to really do that.
Who would be skilled in demolition? Is Cassidy skilled in demolitions?
I think Cassie knows a little bit about demolition. I gotta look at my sheet.
Oh, actually, no. I have demolitions.
My demolition is not very good.
My base is an 8, which is fairly decent.
That's what mine is too.
Do I have any
Yeah, the demolition guy is on a truck.
He's on truck duty. So you can set 5. Do you want to try and use them? Or actually, you want to try and set the thermite up, which will basically just cause a massive fire in one spot. Really can use the melt thing.
No, I think that what I'm going to do is grab the C4, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with whatever rocks, ball bearings, whatever I can find to like shrapnelize it, nails, anything that we have in there, and basically just try to make some shrapnel to fit in there and try to shape the charge.
Okay. So Cassidy can be setting the claymores, and you can be setting the plastic explosive charges. I don't think Yuki has explosive ability, demolition skill.
Good question.
You have a 5. It's your
Yeah.
base stat.
Yeah, base.
I mean, you could help.
I mean,
and
I
try
only
and
have
do
one
one.
hand, so I got yelled.
All right.
But yeah, I can.
So
I got a 12.
all right. So you're gonna need to do 4 separate rolls. And Eric will need to do 5 rolls. But Cassidy do 4 rolls. Eric do 5 rolls.
Okay. I got a 12 for my first roll.
Okay.
I'm willing to spend a little bit of luck on these, so let me know.
You spend luck to add to the total at the end. You have a grand total of 4. No, hang on a second. What's Eric's luck?
I have 5 luck.
You have 5 points to spend on totals. So what you need to give me 4 more rolls, please.
Yeah, working on it. I don't know why, but
If you can roll a d20 just in front of you, or d10 in front of you, you can do that. So you don't need to roll.
so a 7 on that.
All right, so 7. And Leslie, you can be rolling yours too at the same time. You can keep calling them off as you get them done.
That's an 8 for my third roll.
Oh shit!
An 8 for your third roll?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you?
Well, on the die.
Oh, on
So
the die.
That would be a 16, yeah, total. So that would be a total of 12, 14, 18, 14, 17.
14, 17. Okay.
And there's a 16, and I think you said you needed 5 rolls?
5 rolls, yeah, your last one.
And the last one's a 10.
All right. And Leslie, what are your 4 rolls?
Let me roll the last one here. So I rolled a 9, so that's a 17. A 4, so 12. A 3, so 11, and a 6, so 14. Yeah, 14.
All right. So you're going to spend the better part of an hour setting this up.
Yeah, I figured.
Making sure they're set properly. Gosh, 9:40. So here's your choice, team.
Okay.
Do you want to end this on a cliffhanger, or do you want to end it right there? I'm all out of malevolence, so I can't make it awful.
I mean,
but I'll let you guys decide.
I'm very cool with calling it as soon as Chewie gets here.
Oh, he's not going to get there in time. It's going to be several hours. It's a couple another hour and a half to get
right
there.
Then, look, I only got 3 hours sleep last night, so I'm voting for quitting now. But I am totally willing to get to the cliffhanger too.
I tell you what, let's just end it now.
Okay.
We can come back to an easy thing next week.
Sounds good.
Easy starting point.
That's a good starting point for next week. Fantastic. All right. So with that said, I appreciate you guys playing tonight. I hope you had fun. And Chewie didn't quite destroy the Humvee, which is good. And
we're gonna need to requisition a new one when we go back.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
He can fix it.
Yeah, I can fix it.
He can fix anything. So there you have it. All right. So thank you all very much for playing tonight. I really appreciate you all playing. I hope you had fun. I am Mike Leader. I've been your storyteller for this game. Please make sure to check out the link tree posted in the bottom of the page for more information about the game, as well as the characters from this game. Players, please tell us who you were tonight, as well as information about what you're working on right now, or any fun things that are going on in your life. Again, it'll be Leslie, Bob, Jill, and then Jim.
I'm Leslie. I'm playing Captain Cassidy Wagner. Sometimes I make typos with my mouth. And I'm not doing a whole lot. I should have a baby niece or nephew in the next 7 to 10 days that I'm very excited about. And I will get to see them when they are just a teeny tiny little baby. But otherwise, pretty boring over here. But it's summer now.
How's the blood marrow?
I have not heard anything yet, so I don't know.
Okay, all right.
We will find out. I'm sure I'm just gonna get a call out of the blue, and it'll be like, "Oh, I've been waiting for this call for like 3 months." Cool.
I'm Bob, and I play Chewie, and I don't do anything else special.
Jill.
I'm Jill. I play Yuki. I'm finally going to beat FF7 Rebirth this week after 3 frickin' months and 90 some hours, so yay, excited to move on with my life. And I'm donating platelets tomorrow, so if you're eligible to donate platelets, please do it. It's a great time. You get cookies.
Cookies.
They won't let me.
I'm sorry, they won't let you.
Yeah, there's something about my blood. I think it's a pH level thing, and it doesn't. But I've tried. I actually have given plasma. Plasma I can do. But in any case, my name is Jim. I played Eric. I am actually recovering from GameX a couple of weeks ago, which was super awesome. We actually beat 2,000 in attendance, which is getting us back over the hump of pre-COVID levels, which was being gangbusters, but COVID being COVID. Kimmy Hughes, who is also the head of the Happy Jacks podcast network, is one of our special guests and actually ran a game of her new game, Starscape, for my sister, who had a blast playing it. So a lot of cool stuff going on there. And also, if you ever heard of Demigods, Jason Mills was there signing books since his Kickstarter just got sent out to the public. So a lot of fun stuff going on.
That's the great thing about the convention. So much goes on, you just can't see everything.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of pick and choose.
The best part of the convention is playing Dancing Eggs at 3 a.m. in the main hall. But
there you go. I mean, I ran 2 games at the convention. Had a lot of fun running Cake or Death. It's martial art. It's Enter the Dragon meets British Bake Off.
Nice.
Let's just say it got really ugly when someone ate the mushroom powder. And then Magical Kitty Saved the Day, which actually was a pretty fun game. It's really simple. It's kind of designed for kids, but the adults who played it had a blast trying to save the town from the evil toy maker. So totally recommend checking those out if you get a chance. Spirit of 77 and Magical Kitties.
I also recommend Battle Stations if nobody's played it. The creator of that game basically runs it every con, this huge setup. And I played this space battle rhino technical guy, and we'll probably be continuing on with that character for a while. It's a really fun game. You should look it up.
Cool. Fun. Okay, we'll see you all next week at 7 p.m. Pacific. Thank you very much. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Much love. Take care.